What's something you should always keep in your car? A fire extinguisher. About 2 years ago, I was in the car with my parents when all of a sudden the gear stopped responding and smoke started coming out of the front and back. We parked on the side of the road. Opened the front and a piece, I think it was the battery, was burning. It was only put out because a man who was passing by riding a motorcycle quickly stopped. Took off his jacket. Soaked it in water from a bottle that he had with him. And covered the fire with it. Turns out he was an ex-fireman. You probably shouldn't always count on being that lucky. You got really lucky. You're very unable to be able to put out a vehicle fire if your car catches on fire, and you're unlikely to really even be able to open the hood. Usually if a car lights on fire, it's gone. They are more useful if someone else has a crash and their car lights on fire. If you catch an accident right after it happens, you can potentially put out a fire caused by the accident. This allows correctly trained people to extract the occupants of the other car instead of dragging them out and possibly harming or killing them in the process. Jumper cables. Tire repair kit, tire inflator. Tool kit. Jumper cables. Good snow removing tool. If it snows where you live. And de-icer. I'm paranoid enough in the wintertime to always have boots, gloves, water, and a blanket too. I live in a more urban area but frequently travel into the mountains for work. I throw in a gallon of water, a sleeping bag, and a change of clothes suitable for mountain weather. A firefighter friend has pulled a number of dead bodies out of car accidents where the accident only killed the car, the people froze to death. One that sticks out is a pair of college-aged girls heading up to meet friends at house in Tahoe. They drove up wearing bikini tops, in winter, and froze to death after sliding of the highway. I don't know if they had warmer clothes they just didn't change into or if a friend had their bags in a separate car. But he was pretty bummed out about that one. If those girls had a wool blanket, sleeping bags, or coats, they'd have been cold, but alive. Phone charger. A spare charger. One that you know it's in good condition and will work on case of emergency. Chargers in a car tend to get beat up and fail. Blanket. Do not keep condoms in your car. The latex breaks down under heat and are susceptible to breaking when you use them. Other condom facts in case anyone here actually had the opportunity to a condom. Keeping condoms in your wallet/purse makes them degrade faster. Replace them every 3 months, I think. Lipsticks and balms can also make them less effective too. If your condoms are sitting in your wallet for more than 3 months without being used, then there's really no reason to keep them in your wallet, lol. Money. I always keep a 20 bill hidden in my car in case I need to buy food, water, gas, pay a toll, etc. And don't have a debit card. I keep 200 around 240 because you never know. A few years ago, the area I lived in lost power for an extended period of time. Gas was short. So even places with generators didn't have power. Places wouldn't take debit cards because there wasn't the capability. And ATMs were soon empty. And places ran out of small bills to give change when people showed up to buy goods. After that, I started putting all my singles and $5 bills into an envelope in my house at the end of each week. It is only about 300 as I don't use cash that often, so there are usually only a few bills to add to it each week. But I feel much better having it. Because as you said, you just never know. Dash cam. Front and back dash cam. Flashlight. Headlight. Keeps the hands free to work. Water. This is excellent advice. It's even better if you combine it with a water bottle. Also, blankets and non-perishable snacks will make a breakdown much more bearable. I keep my water loose in my trunk to save money. First aid kit. Maps. And emergency supplies. A fire extinguisher. Kleenex and paper towels. Lots of people saying gas. They might mean in the tank. But do not keep it in your trunk or boot. Whatever. It degrades and evaporates in 3 to 6 months. Keep a gas canister with a little money inside. Enough to fill it. I did the keep spare gas in trunk thing and my car ended up stinking of gas. Small trash can. LED flashlight. First aid kit. Jumper cables. 20 to 50 in small bills, tolls. Parking garages. Gas. Hookers. Etc. Bottled water change every 6 months. Towel. Blanket. Socks. And a change of clothes. Yourself. Wear your seatbelts. Baseball bat in the trunk with a tube sock over the end. Baseball. And baseball glove. Bat is to beat someone's ass. Sock is so if they grab the bat you can pull it away and they are left with a sock, while you continue to beat their ass. Ball/glove is so that if you are found to just have a bat, It a weapon. Ball and glove make it sports equipment. Undefined. There is a substantial difference between I was defending myself, and I happen to have a bat with my equipment and I have this to hit people with it. Doesn't apply to others, but I always have my baseball glove and a frisbee. I hate being without them if I come across a beautiful open field to toss in. Leatherman. You can do an amazing variety of tasks with a Leatherman. Small kneeling pad and trunk. You may only have to change a tire once a decade. But gosh darn if that half-inch of foam isn't a lifesaver on your knees when you do. Especially if you're in shorts. Gallon of water. Should be self-explanatory. Ibuprofen. Whether it be work aches and pains. A coworker does. You need to walk a distance for gas or whatever. Raincoat. I never leave home without it. Spare boots/shoes. Again, one of those things you won't think about until you're in Sperry's or flip-flops and have to walk the shoulder or Terry's broken glass on the road. Cliff Bars. Goes with water. Never hurts to have emergency calories on hand. Emergency contact index card. Insurance person if you need a tow. Your parent/so/buddy. If your phone's dead. Do you have every number memorized you might or first responders might need? These are just the first things I thought of on my 15-minute break. Undefined.